Hello fam, it's Azuma here again on a mission to share with you the practices I use on a daily basis to keep my mind in a positive, balanced place, keep my heart space open and grateful so that I can attract and create the things I love to experience and bring to my world. Today I'm going to speak about an area that I have so much awareness about because it's something that isn't always easy to detect that we're even doing it. It can often elicit a case of denial in a lot of people. Me? Nah, that's not me. But left unchecked, it can be a little bit of a sod and will subtly derail you from achieving all the good that you can do. I'm talking about the negative beliefs we hold and become a self-fulfilling prophecy. What does that even mean, you may ask? It means when you believe something consciously or unconsciously, and just by the mere fact that and conviction and of your thoughts and the amount of attention you give it, it becomes a reality in your world. You know, those things that we say to ourselves, I knew it, I knew that was going to happen. I was right all along. I'm psychic. Yeah, now about that. What are you possibly doing to influence that outcome you didn't want? Let's look at this closely. Thoughts become things, as we all probably know. No denial there. Thoughts become things. If you see it in your mind, you will hold it in your hand. Now that's a Bob Proctor quote. In all its positive glory, unfortunately for us, the same sentiments apply to the things we don't want also. So that's why the awareness is always needed, so that we're not over giving attention to the things and the thoughts that we don't particularly want to manifest in our world. Yeah, we might be happier thinking we're psychic and have discernible powers, but hey, you might just be. But let's get into the science of it all. According to the law of attraction, everything that comes into our life, everything we experience, is attracted by our thoughts. That's why it makes it more important to be a conscious observer of your thoughts. By doing this, you can change any outcome. And as long as you are aware that a thought is negative or positive, you know, you can change anything. According to the law of attraction, like attracts like. So what you give your most attention to, you are going to bring into your reality through the magnetic power of your thoughts. This is how negative beliefs become self-fulfilling prophecies. Everything that exists in this world is made of energy and has its own unique frequency. So as your thoughts radiate out, they attract the frequencies of similar objects, people, things, and brings it back to you. Thank you, Bobby. So in a nutshell, how do we reduce the chances of attracting things that we don't particularly want? Affirmations reflect how you would like your life to be, not as it is as present. In layman's terms, speak it as if you have the outcome you want now. For example, I have a healthy relationship with food. I do personally, but someone that might not do would say something like that. Or I have a perfect career that pays me so well for my time. I am so happy, I'm so grateful. With time, after repeating these affirmations for a while, they become second nature and part of your staple statements. And when you need some positive self-talk, you'll go to affirmations, or when you need to boost your energy or feel good about yourself. but most of all when you want to call into your life the things that you want to manifest. I must admit, when I first started doing them many years ago, I did feel a bit silly. But now they are so automatic and really lift the spirit, because I know the message I'm creating is sending out into the universe messages of what I want, and the feeling that it evokes is also lifting my vibration, so therefore helping the said thing to manifest. As humans that have been integrated into a society that operates on autopilot, we tend to spend most of our working day performing repetitive actions that we tend to do without a second thought, such as waking up, showering, breakfast, dinner, all that kind of stuff, which makes it more important to observe our thoughts. What do I mean by observing our thoughts? This means like having an inner dialogue about things that you don't particularly like, or things that are playing out in your world. That's like having an inner dialogue. And often enough we say things off the cuff that aren't particularly nice or aren't particularly progressive. So if they are not kept in check, they can become a belief that we attach to the things we don't like, the people we don't like, or attach to ourselves. But you know what I mean, those kind of things we say to ourselves. You make a mistake and you might say something like, what's wrong with you? Or something flippant like, oh, you silly cow. Or you might be out in public and say something inappropriate. Guilty as charged. You might berate yourself and say something like, why did you say that, stupid? Or use your loaf, what's wrong with you? Not that I say such things to myself. I know I say a lot of inappropriate things, but that's just who I am. That's my makeup. Take it or leave it. There could be so many examples I can come up with. Here's a classic one I used to come up with when things didn't go my way. I'd start creating negative scenarios in my head as to why something didn't work out. But what I kept forgetting was, by creating these scenarios, I was inadvertently using my powers of manifestation to create situations that I didn't want in my life. So by creating these things in my thought, this didn't happen because X, Y, Z. And depending on how much you believed it and kept thinking about it, you're actually creating the said situation that you didn't want in the first place. So watch this, because it's so sneaky, and that's how you manifest. So make sure you're manifesting through thoughts that are great and supportive of your goals, and not the ones based on your fears. Meditation is by far the unsung hero in my book. Meditation serves so many purposes for me. It's helped me to quiet my mind and all that chatter, so that I can hear the guidance my higher self is trying to relay to me. This has helped me with my decision making also, because now I get prompts or an intuitive nudge and I automatically know it has been divinely guided. A lot of people think the purpose of meditation is to sit in silence and constantly try and quiet your mind. That's not the purpose. But after loads of efforts trying to get the right way that worked for me, I became more relaxed in myself. I don't react necessarily in the same way to the things that affect me. It's helped me to learn compassion for other people and to reduce the negative dialogue that would have been my go-to place when things didn't pan out. Visualization is a very, very powerful method. It's a tool once you have an idea of something you want to appear in your world. All it takes is to see it clearly in your mind's eye as the situation you want to create. Feel all the emotions it evokes in you to have that said thing. And by constantly feeding into that image, that feeling, by poof, it will send it out into the energy field. And you heard I said it's sent through your feelings, right? That's because you use your imaginations to see it, but the response of feeling it is the thing that really gets the energy percolating and flowing. I think because it's a vibration, that feeling, the feeling activates something on a higher level. So let's just imagine you want to manifest a car. What are the details? What make is it? What colour? Be clear. Does it have 4 doors? Does it have 2 doors? Now, how does the steering wheel feel when you grasp it? See yourself driving down a country lane. How sexy does it make you feel? So I'm getting slightly off track. Just imagine doing this a few times a day, creating different scenarios of you in that car. But keep the main details of the car different. Don't change the car every time. But what you'll start to notice is that the said car will start to appear in your conscious world. Not on your driveway, of course, but you'll start to see it around. Everywhere you turn, you'll see the car. You'll see it in a variety of colours. You'll see it with different modifications, etc. But you'll see it constantly. My belief is when we start seeing the thing we want often, the universe is giving us a chance to adjust anything variations like the colour, the spec. Do you want it to have alloy wheels? Do you want it to have a spoiler at the back? Or, I think that's what the universe is doing. But most importantly, it's proof that your item is in your vortex. A word coined by Abraham Hicks to describe the energetic holding place for all the things we really desire and all that is possible for us to manifest. Then you'll get small incrementations and things that you're prompted to do that will help you get closer towards that goal. You just have to follow the prompts and keep your ears peeled for additional ones and keep moving towards that goal. You can use that same fear in any area of your life. Manifesting a house, manifesting a partner. Not so much manifesting a partner, you're not going to get there. Well, you might get certain features. You might see certain features around quite a lot. Not necessarily works exactly the same way when it's a person. Now, visualization works in the same way for the things we don't want. So if you keep playing out situations that keep you unhappy and you keep replaying bad times in your life, you have thoughts about it, it brings to the surface emotions and that kind of thing. Unfortunately, you're just asking for more of it in your life, unfortunately. For example, you have a job that you don't particularly love. No matter what you do, you just can't get on. You're just struggling. Certain people might really do your head in. Your enthusiasm's just dissipating more and more every day. And one day you decide, I cannot do this anymore. It can't go on. You might be constantly thinking, why is this happening to me? What am I doing? Until one day you get to that point and you're just like, why can't I sort this? Now, for the person that doesn't have the awareness that we are creators of our own reality, you're going to think that this is happening to them. Their bleak thoughts are going to think that everything is happening to them. that they have no input, they can't change the situation. They don't realise that their constant attention to what they don't want and what is not going right is giving them more of the same. Abraham Hicks, one of the first people I came across when I went on my law of attraction journey. When we constantly pay attention to what has already manifested in our life, we are creating more of the situation by giving it energy. Be it good, be it bad, law of attraction is totally impartial. It will give you more of what you give the most attention. It's loyal. So, her exact words are, what's already manifesting in our existence is similar to chewing gum that we've already chewed all the flavor out of. So the only way to get satisfaction is to put in another piece of gum. Just like gum, we have to remove our attention from what's already manifested, lost its flavor, we don't like it, and shift our attention to what we want to see in our world. Create a new existence. Put in another piece of gum. When we do this, we create new things that are exciting, that keep us uplifted, and with the energy that is created, the feelings that it evokes within us, that's how we change the vibration of what is present to what is possible. Be it good, be it bad, law of attraction is totally impartial. It will give you more of what you give the most attention. It's loyal. So, her exact words are, what's already manifesting in our existence is similar to chewing gum that we've already chewed all the flavor out of. So the only way to get satisfaction is to put in another piece of gum. Just like gum, we have to remove our attention from what's already manifested, lost its flavor, we don't like it, and shift our attention to what we want to see in our world. Create a new existence. Put in another piece of gum. When we do this, we create new things that are exciting, that keep us uplifted, and with the energy that is created, the feelings that it evokes within us, that's how we change the vibration of what is present to what is possible. When we react, we're giving away our power. When we respond, on the other hand, we're staying in control of ourselves and who we are. Bob Proctor again. So with all that being said, stay in your power, stay in your control. You have control. And keep an eye on those thoughts, those menacing thoughts that keep us going back to a previous version of ourselves that no longer serves us. So on that note, I'm going to end it there. Thank you for your ears, thank you for your time. Until the next time, folks. Namaste.